Bryant Goldstone out of Elkhart, Indiana. Got a 73 AMC Javelin. It's a 572 cubic inch big block Chevy with twin 88mm precision turbos. It's a, remember if I said Ultratech racing engines, my father-in-law does that, Norm Bierhorst. It's got a Rossler Turbo 400, Pro Mod transmission, Pro Torque converter, 9-inch Ford. You know, Brent Baker's my tuner. He rides with me, helps all the tuning. Without him, it wouldn't be possible. We got Amalie oil in here, Fuel Lab fuel pumps. We run electric pumps in this. Total Seal came on board this time and gave us some rings, diamond pistons, run a Bryant crank. Got a borrowed Tom Bailey torque converter that I actually loaned to him 4 years ago, and then he bought it from me. Now he's giving it to me because he's just an extra cool guy. And it's bullshit, I'm gonna have to pay for it. Yeah, the car's been, it came here to run a lot faster than we did, and we had some issues and had to fix a few things, but finish should be third overall with a 707 average. It's not what we came for. You know, we came for 660s at 220, and we end up leaving with 690s at 213. It's already been 670s on drag week 2 years ago. This wasn't an improvement, wasn't what we wanted, but you know, it's racing. So the streetability on this, it's honestly, it's pretty good. You usually don't have any valve train issues or any problems. We obviously must have got a faulty spring and it broke. You know, racing stuff happens. But I think this Gear Vendor is another sponsor, forgot about them. Without Gear Vendors, there is no way I do this program. We can cruise 85 miles an hour, 2,500 RPMs, doesn't matter. We're flying past all these guys going 55, 60 with their gear ratios. Gear Vendor, without that, it's stupid to do this thing. I mean, it's 3 grand saves everything. Time, parts. You know, inside the car, it's extremely hot. If I do this again with it, I'm making some kind of air directors because I could stand to lose a few pounds, and I'm sure I did in this thing, man. It's a humidity and temperature. This isn't a place to be in this car, man. I was glad to be out of it every time I got out of it. The roads they took us on were stupid. It was like, they call it I think it's a dragon's tail. Well, it's got a tail that's probably about 50 miles long then, because we were on it for an hour. Up and down, twisting, turning. It tests a street car for sure, but if it would have been wet, that would have been the most dangerous strip of road I've ever been on in my life. I mean, trailer pushing you down and up, you know, hills. It wasn't. That was the worst part of the whole deal. We ended up getting about 15 miles from the hotel, and dropped, exhaust spring broke, dropped the valve into the piston. Didn't hurt the piston, but bent the valve a little bit. So that's what Rob from over there from Australia, he's the first one to stop and help me out. And we got it all zip tied, the spring together to get it collapsed, and with pliers, and got it on there to hold it up so we could drive it in the hotel. And fix it a little better. Last night we worked till about 1 o'clock in the morning, getting it ready to run it on 7 cylinders, because we didn't have what it needed. It didn't have a valve and didn't really want to pull the head off anyway. We had the class pretty much wrapped up. We had to run an 8.0 and he had to run his best time to beat us. It doesn't pay anything anyway, but we wanted to finish in the top 3. We were second to Bailey 3 years ago and second to Lutz 2 years ago. So now we're third to Bailey and Schroeder. So coming in second place, 10th behind Bailey. We knew Bailey was going to run fast and we didn't have a chance against him, but we were hoping to stay ahead of Schroeder. But yeah, with the 741 on 7 cylinders, we're happy. We didn't break it any worse as far as we know, and go home, patch it up, and probably be out next year with it.